Morning YouTube. Today is Saturday, July 11th. I decided today I'm gonna record a day in the life. I'm gonna show you guys exactly what I eat. We'll probably go to the gym today too. Maybe run a couple errands. We'll see what we do today. We literally just woke up maybe like an hour ago. Just came back from like a 3 mile walk. I am cutting right now, so getting that fasted cardio is really helping me getting shredded. But I did start to eat breakfast nowadays as well though, just cause when you are cutting, and you take caffeine in the morning, you should have it with something. Usually I don't eat breakfast. I decided to start incorporating like something small, where that's like a couple eggs, an avocado, maybe like a little bit of fruit as well. All right, y'all, so we got the coffee right here. It's just maybe like a shot of espresso, like a little bit of milk. Honestly, I've been pretty sensitive to milk for the past like couple years. That's why I had like a bunch of acne from it. I realized I was like very sensitive to dairy, but ever since I started like having like new dairy sources, like I started using like A2 milk. It's just a lot more like gut friendly. For if y'all are like sensitive to milk, or if y'all just get like a shit ton of acne from drinking milk, you should consider getting A2 milk. Don't try all those like nut milks, all that bullshit. Even like cheese, like some cheeses like Parmesan cheese, those should be fine too, because a lot of the lactose is removed, and it's like very nutritious as well. So definitely try those dairy sources. Those are like probably like my main two dairy sources. So like pretty much like A2 milk, like try to buy A2, it's just a different casein, and also Parmesan cheese because it has no lactose and it has a bunch of nutrients as well. It's really good for you, and it tastes pretty good as well. You could like sprinkle it over shit. In terms of like caffeine and everything, if you are cutting, I'd highly recommend to like eat breakfast before, because I remember before when I was like bulking in the winter, I never used to eat breakfast. I was never like a breakfast kind of person. Like I never got hungry in the morning. But when you take caffeine like in the morning on an empty stomach especially, it can really like spike your cortisol, like especially for me, I'm like very sensitive to caffeine. So what I started to do is I started to eat like a breakfast maybe like 30 minutes before, like some eggs, a little bit of avocado, a little bit of fruit as well, so for some glucose, because you need fats and glucose in order to not get like a crazy jittering cortisol spike from caffeine. So eat that maybe like 30 minutes before, and then have your caffeine, and you'll have like the best mental focus ever. You won't have any brain fog, nothing like that. So definitely start to incorporate that as well. Also, guys, don't mind the hair. I literally like just woke up, so I know my hair is chalk right now. I'm probably gonna go shower. I'm gonna see you guys in a little bit. All right, guys. So it's like 2 p.m. right now. I'm about to cook up a meal. I'm probably gonna eat some ground beef, maybe like a little bit of mashed potatoes as well. I just been chilling for the most part. I just took a shower. About to go to the gym in maybe like 2 hours, so we gotta have a meal before. So I'll show you guys what I'm about to eat. So I got some ground beef and some potatoes. This is literally one of my staple meals. I need to start potato maxing, bro, especially on the cut. I'm about to go work out soon. All right, guys. So it's like 3:30 right now. We about to go to the gym. Decided to film this outside, but I was chilling inside for a bit. I want to show you guys my pre-workout meal. What I eat before pre-workout snack. So essentially, I just have like 3 mini rice cakes, some banana, some honey on top. I am having some kiwi on the side as well for like the magnesium and potassium, so you can get a really good pump. Especially in the summer, like when you're like sweating a lot, you want to make sure you're getting adequate amount of sodium. So either you take like an electrolyte powder, which I don't really take, but you could take if you want. Either you take that, or you like sprinkle some salt on top. Giving with this meal, you'll probably get like a really good pump. You should get a lot of energy to the gym as well. A lot of people, they take like a shitload of carbs before the gym. I won't even say this is that many carbs. This is probably like 30 to 40 grams of carbs. You don't really need that much. You pretty much just need like a glucose spike or a blood glucose spike. You don't really need to eat like 100 grams of carbs. That's just kind of ridiculous. You should save most of your carbs for post-workout when your muscles need them the most. You don't need much beforehand. You just want to make sure you're getting an adequate amount of glucose as well as fructose. A lot of people, like what I used to do, I used to like just eat fruit. I actually made that mistake of not having that much glucose but like more fructose. I'd eat like a lot more like honey, watermelon, shit like that with no glucose. I realized that you actually need glucose as well, because if y'all didn't know, like if you eat like more starches, more like rice or like potatoes, that's a lot more glucose. But like fruits in general are like half glucose and half fructose. Some of them are just pure fructose, like stuff like honey, maybe like watermelon has more fructose than glucose. And fructose can only be used by the liver. Okay, it cannot be used by your muscles. So when you're eating a lot of fructose, a lot of that cannot be used by the muscles. So you want to make sure you're eating more glucose-based carbs. So like bananas, or like oranges, or rice cakes, or cream of rice, things like this before the gym. And then obviously I added the honey for like the additional hydration benefit as well, because you want to make sure you're going into the gym hydrated as well. Okay, so I'm gonna eat this meal. I'm gonna catch you guys when I'm at the gym. Let's go. You guys check out the pump. Lighting's kind of weird in here, but it's whatever. Alright guys, so we just finished our workout. I just realized that when I go home, I have no meat to cook up. Like I have pretty much zero protein. So what we're gonna do is I'm actually take you guys to the butcher shop where I get my ground beef and like, you know, some couple other shit as well. So I'm gonna take y'all there, show you guys what I get. Guys, on the way to the butcher shop, let's talk about something new topic for today. Let's talk about plateauing in the gym, or plateauing with fat loss. Let's talk about plateauing with fat loss, because that's something that I've actually been through myself. So I want to talk about it. How do you fix a plateau in your fat loss? Okay, when you're trying to cut down on fat and you know the weight's not moving, or you look in the mirror, you're not able to get more lean. What do you do in this situation? So a lot of people experience plateaus, like more so a couple weeks into the cut or a couple months into the cut, depending. So let's say someone who, you know, their maintenance was 2,800 going at the start of the cut, right? And every week or every 2 weeks they're going to drop the calories to try to lose weight. And obviously you're going to lose some fat in that process. And every single week your metabolism or your body is adapting to the amount of calories it's being given. So at a certain point, when you go to like 2,200, maybe even 2,000 for some people, right? They start to plateau, right? I mean, they're doing their cardio, they're not eating enough. I mean, like they're solid with their deficit, but you know, you're just not losing fat. So what do you do in this situation? So there's two things you can do, okay? Either, or this is something that I would like prefer, honestly. It really just depends on your goals at the end of the day. But if you're like, let's say it's like summer right now, right? And you want to get lean as fast as possible. The biggest thing you can do is to increase your activity, okay? You're not gonna lower your calories, because the more you lower your calories, the more you're just gonna keep down regulating your metabolism, and that's just gonna cook up all your hormones. It affects your sleep. You're gonna hold on to more water. It's just not gonna be fun, okay? So what you need to do is, let's say you've been hitting 10K steps, you wanna go to 12, you wanna go to 13. And at that same time, what you can do is you can still eat the same amount of calories, or even eat a little bit more, okay? Just to upregulate your metabolism a little bit more, or you can keep it stable. But the point is you want to increase your activity, okay? So if you're starting at 10K, steps a day, go to 12. Okay, you'll start to lose a little bit more fat, and then you're just gonna keep going with the steps, okay, until you reach your desired leanness. Okay. Obviously there's gonna be times where you're not able to hit your step count, but you want to make sure you're consistent. Okay, so if one day, let's say your goal is 15K steps, if one day you hit 13K, the next day you should hit 17, just to counteract for that. Okay, you want to stay as consistent as possible, especially when it comes to your calories and your steps. Therefore, like what's working and what's not, whether you need to increase the steps, or what some people like to do, which is the second option, is to go like 1 or 2 weeks or even 3 weeks just eating at maintenance, just to upregulate your metabolism a little bit more. What this does is you'll actually keep you actually may gain a little bit more weight just because of like water retention and stuff, but is just to upregulate your metabolism for a couple weeks, and then you could drop back down your calories again and you'll start to lose fat again. So that's another way to do it if you do have a little bit more time. But since it's summer, a lot of people want to get lean for the summer. I definitely go with the first option for sure. Alright guys, we're here at the butcher shop. Picked up some, there's a lot of shit in here. This freezer's packed. I got some of this. Alright guys, we're here at the butcher shop. Alright guys, got the loot. Got like some steaks, got some ground beef, got some strip loins, got a couple shit, got some lamb chops too. We've got a feast. Alright y'all, so we made it back home. I decided to cook up some ground beef. I turned them like into burgers. I'm showing you guys right now. Just turn them into some burgers. This is like pretty lean beef too. It turns out fucking amazing. Just put like salt, a little bit of garlic powder, I think like paprika and a little bit of pepper as well. Definitely like one of my favorite meals so far right now as well. We'll put like a little bit of sauerkraut on there as well. Maybe like some hot sauce. And I got some mashed potatoes going as well. I'm like boiling some potatoes. So we're gonna eat like a shit ton of carbs, as well as some lean protein. You wanna keep the fats a little bit low, especially post-workout. And yeah guys, that's pretty much what I eat. I told you guys, I eat the same thing. I eat beef, potatoes, especially on the cut, just beef and potatoes. I did eat like a little bit of fruit after coming home. I think I ate some watermelon just to rehydrate. Okay guys, so the meal is finally ready. Again guys, I'm no chef, but I'm just eating for straight performance. I don't care too much about the taste, but shit, let me show you guys. And guys, I'm no chef. I'm literally just eating for straight performance. If I wanted to make this look prettier, I could, but that's pretty much all I eat. Anyways guys, I'm gonna pretty much just enjoy this meal. I'm gonna bring back a shit ton more vlogs. So let me know what you guys want to see in the comments down below. Also follow my Instagram. I'm gonna put it in the description as well. Alright guys, so I'm gonna see you in the next one. Peace.